Cheryl, so excited to be here with you today. It's a day 4 of our Back to Resilience journey. And today we're really focusing on moving forward with reinvention.
Mm.
And I'm really excited to talk about this. It's a very personal topic for me, both from my own experience as well as seeing my parents reinvent themselves, friends, family. So I just love this topic. And yeah, so I'm excited to get into it with you too and learn about your journeys and
Yes.
your experience with reinvention. Yeah, cool. So yeah, when I think about reinvention, it's really being adaptable. And when I say adaptable, I don't just mean like, oh, you can shift to this or this, but really in the moment of maybe crisis or change or challenge, right? You are seeing the opportunity. It's like that shiny little diamond in the rough that you are able to fix your energy on when things might be a little bit up in the air, right? So, and something that comes to me when I think about this, and this has been experienced with a lot of people I've talked with in my career that are, in a job change, maybe or transformation, or they're just getting going in their career, right? And they're choosing a path, or they're really scared to choose a path. Like, I have to go this way, and that means I got to stay on that path, and I have to go from point A to B to C. And I think the whole concept of reinvention is being open and adaptable to the opportunity when it presents itself, and that might require you to detach your harness from the rope and swing to a different one and reattach and keep climbing up and out and over or wherever you're going. So I think that it's really being aware and present with that little voice of wisdom in the back of your head that's kind of whispering, hey, you might want to look at that, or gosh, that's really interesting, and actually taking action towards living into that, right? Like, and be having bravery to hold onto the rope and swing to the next one, and really embrace the fear and take that small step towards your purpose. So that's sort of what I think about, and people really reinventing themselves and going after their goals and dreams. But I would love, I know you have some great stories as well. So what does that really mean for you, Cheryl?
Yeah, absolutely. It's so important these days, right? Because the world is changing, we're changing, and the fact is, it's like, every decade I change. It doesn't matter. Like the older I get, it doesn't stop. Like I haven't stopped sort of evolving. And just because you get to a certain age doesn't mean you stop and you kind of
No.
calcify, right? So there's always an opportunity. And I was definitely feeling drawn over this past year it was like I was ripe for reinvention, right for it. And it
I
was
love that.
almost, yeah, and it was almost like the world was telling me, you are reinventing yourself. It's like, there was a strong message being sent my way. And I was working with a coach, and and now and we work with clients on this all the time, but I was working with a coach and really talking through what I imagine where I am now, what this next chapter is going to be about. And I'm a very visual person, so I started to just kind of draw what and I don't want to say future, because this me is now, like this is the now me, but it's a new chapter. And and I have my example of, I just kind of drew,
I
using,
love
yeah.
that.
So you can see my office in the clouds. It was really important for me to have some geographical flexibility in whatever I do next. Finding real, really kind of being pulled back to family. I drew this at the end of last year, and already just feeling like, I left my family, they're all back mostly on the East Coast, and really feeling pulled back to, for us, it all happens around the table. So, and then
Yes.
I drew out what's really important here for me, and as far as purpose goes. And I know we talked about that in an earlier day, and that is people, planet, and progress. It says people plus planet plus progress equals my purpose. So that's been my kind of guide, my guide as I've gone through this journey that hasn't been easy. There have been some tough times, because like you said, it's a fear inducing time in your life when you're going through reinvention and casting off your old identities and your safety nets and all of these things that you had, and stepping into something completely new. It's definitely not easy at all.
Yes. Yeah, it does take courage, right? And a lot of what we're talking about this week is around being courageous and really doing what you may think you don't have the ability to do. But I love the way that you are looking at your vision and this idea of how you are in the process of reinventing yourself, and it is current, like you said, it is active. So we would love to invite all of you that are watching to jot this down on your own. Take 20 minutes, either write it down. Maybe you write, maybe that's more natural for you, or maybe you're more visual like Cheryl is and want to draw and make this fantastic, beautiful image. All of that's available to you and open, but it's really just what sings to you, what really speaks to your heart and to your purpose, which you've already been working on from earlier this week. And really just imagine yourself in that space. And what does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? You know, all these great things, and just put yourself in it. And we look forward to, I would love to hear, again, I would love to hear all these different journeys of reinvention or what they imagine for themselves going forward.
Absolutely. Great. Well, that I'm excited. This is one of my favorite days because it's the day we can, pull out our magic wands and imagine just
Yes.
a future with no limits so yeah, that's what we're kind of giving everyone permission to do today, and we're hoping that we hear from folks on how it's going. So great.
Awesome. Thanks, Cheryl.
Thank you.